Okay, I figured I might as well do a winterization with the RV plumbing antifreeze. So you should get a booklet like this from whoever you bought your RV from, and it should have a process for how to winterize your RV. If you don't know how, follow that. It'll go step by step how you do it. So on mine, this partition, little backing partition, whatever you want to call it, it goes in there. This right here is my pump. This hose right here, that will be my, where I hook up my hose that goes into this hose. It goes into the jug of RV antifreeze. This is my hot water heater right there. And if we look around the corner, that right there is my bypass valve. Right now, it is not bypassed. This is some spray foam that I put in just to try to keep mice out. So let's go outside to the camper right now.
We're gonna do it. C95.
Okay. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to drain your hot water heater. This valve right here, that releases the pressure. Very important. Release that pressure. Then we're going to take this anode rod out right there. And then all the water will drain. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to give this a quick pause, and then I will start recording again once that's out. So as you can see, I use a breaker bar to get in there with an extension. Sorry about that, guys. And I have, what is this? It's a 1 1/16 inch socket on there. So put her on. And then just break that seal. So once that seal's broken, just pull her out, and there you go. So now she'll drain. So this is my anode rod. I think I'm going to try, I'll get maybe one more year out of this. I might replace it, but I doubt it. What I do in the wintertime, once I'm done, I put it right there. And then I will put my cover back on and leave it like that for the winter. For people that are seasonal, kind of like my dad, what he does is once it's drained out, he puts it in about 2 or 3 threads in, just to try to prevent mice from getting in there. It's just kind of one more line of defense. In 4 or 5 years of seasonal camping and winterizing, he's never had an issue, so that's okay. A couple other things you want to go through. So this is my fresh tank valve here. You want to make sure that's open. And on my camper, I have, right here, I have my cold water low point and my hot water low point. So those I will be draining once I'm done here. Drain out all the antifreeze. So we'll go over that. I'm going to go back inside here quickly. I'm going to clean up my tools here that are on the ground. And yeah, this is what I buy. This, good for -50, plumbing antifreeze, safe for RVs, marine. It's non-toxic. Most important thing, non-toxic. Your water will taste pretty bad in the spring, but I hook up the city and I just flush my system really well. Okay, so now we're back inside. We're draining the hot water right now outside. I'm not too worried about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Oh, let me try to get some light in there, guys. Sorry. There. So that valve right there, that is my shut-off valve. I have one valve. There are no valve... Oh, pardon, bypass. That's my bypass valve. There are campers that do not have a bypass valve. There are some with one bypass valve that I have. There's 2 bypass valves, and there's a 3-valve bypass system. So make sure, whatever system you have, make sure you know what you have, and make sure you just shut them all off. I believe I've only dealt with 1 and 2 bypass valve systems. My dad's is a 2 bypass valve, and I have 1 valve bypass. So again, we're going to go in here, we're going to grab this, probably can't see now, Now it's in the up position, as you can see. That is shut off. So once we're down in here, I have my heater on because it's a little chilly today. So basically what you want to do is, if you have a flow jet like I have, if it's facing you, like this black part is facing you, it's always the right side here. That is the line you disconnect. So if you're ever unsure, just follow the hose that goes down and into your freshwater tank. That'll be the intake valve, or the intake hose. So if you look, you'll have these little blue, can I find a way to get into it? That little blue tab. You're going, focus in, phone. Come on, there you go. So that little blue tab, you are going to pull out. I'm gonna probably have to put my phone down for this. But yeah, you're gonna pull that valve out and then it'll pop off. I need 2 hands for this, so I'm gonna have to put my phone down for a couple seconds here. Okay, so quickly, as you can see, that's not the, you can see how that one's in. I gotta go this way, I forgot. You can see how that one is now out. Oh, and this came off. So this is a bleed hose for the air. And as you can see, mine just came off. So I'm not super worried about that right now, but it's an easy repair. That little screw clip, just have to tighten that back on to there. That'd be, should sit like that. That'd be a very quick fix for me. So now that that is out, this hose just pops out. I don't know if you can see it. There, see, now it's out. Like that. The one thing I did notice is after I put spray foam in there, it made it a lot more difficult. I used to have to move my pipes a bit more. One day I might knock all this out and redo it and have my pipes pulled back, but I'm not super worried about it. So now what we do is pop our antifreeze open so that it's ready to go. Oh, the camera work on this, guys, is going to be horrible. If anybody's got, like, if anybody gets dizzy from all the shaking, I apologize. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this end and we're going to put it in that hose where the hose just came out, and we're going to lock it in with that blue clip again, just so that we know the seal is done. And then we're going to put the rest of the hose into the jug. Easy peasy, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so now you can see that I have that is now in there. I can't really get a good angle in here. And I'm back locked. So now I know that this hose is not going to come out. And we got this hose in a jug of our antifreeze. So now we're going to come over to your control panel, turn your water pump on. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. And I'm just going to get some pressure through there. There you go. So now you can see I have antifreeze going all the way through this hose. This is good. Now we're going to go back. You're going to start at your furthest point from this, your pump. So my furthest point is my outside shower. So let's head on outside, guys. Okay, so now, turn it on, water. We're waiting until we see antifreeze come through. I don't know if you can really see, but you can see how it's starting to turn. It's already turning red. So I have antifreeze in that line. I'm just going to lock that quickly. turn off that tap. We're going to do the hot water on this one now. So we're going to have some antifreeze left over in this hose still from the other one. You can see it's clear. And we're going to wait for it to start pumping out some antifreeze. And again, I don't know if you can really tell very well, but that is now pink and antifreeze. You can even smell it. I'm going to shut that off. I'm not going to close and lock this yet because once I'm done, I'm going to keep all that open just so that if there's any future water left in there, it will... Is the door unlocked? No, I've got to go all the way through again. Just so that if the water freezes, it'll expand. You can see that my water heater's done draining now. So I'm just going to grab my cover, put my cover back on. Again, sorry guys. I think next year I'm going to get my dad's help and we'll make a nicer video where it's not all over the place. And cover's back on. That job is done. Close the door. Oh, I went through a lot of antifreeze this time. I think last year I probably drained my low points first. I can't remember. But I only remember going through about a jug and a half last year. And then this year I had a spare half jug. But I dumped it in my fresh tank there before I went on my September long trip. Or not my September, that trip, the last trip we took, because it's going to get a little cold and I was a little worried about freezing my valve on my gray tank. Happened to me last year. So now we start again at the top. So, or at the next furthest point, which up here is my shower. So, again, I start with, pull that up. That's open. And you can see right off the bat, I have antifreeze. So, you can even see down there how pink it is. So now I'm going to go to the other line. I always winterize before cleaning my camper really well, and I have antifreeze there. Just because, so then I'm going to go like that. That I'm going to keep open. I'm done with it. So I always do my big cleanup after antifreeze because, or winterizing, water winterizing, because it gets dirty. Nothing but antifreeze there, so I'm good. Nothing but antifreeze there, so I'm good. The toilet. Hold on, let me get a better angle of this. So again, you can see it's all red. Antifreeze, we're good. Okay. Now I gotta use this sink. I'm good. I'm good. You can see how much antifreeze that jug I just put in to do all this, and I usually don't let it run this long, but because I'm kind of making the video, I am. So we do that. We are good. And we are good. So then I wipe all this up in the sink at some point, just because if you don't, I think it stains. I feel like it stained the first year, but we're not quite done yet either, guys. We have to do a little bit more work. So, pour some antifreeze down. Oh, sorry. And you want that in your P-trap. And that'll just kind of make sure everything down there doesn't freeze. About half a cup, I eyeball it. Oh, sorry guys, not watching what I'm doing. So that's one jug done. Because I don't want antifreeze getting all over the place. Just gonna do that. I'm gonna put that in there. And I'm gonna actually suck all that out in through my toilet. Oh, sorry guys, I've been fighting a cold for about 2 weeks. And again, a bit more into the tub. Did that one. And right now I'm just sucking all that water out. You guys are enjoying the view of my toilet. Okay, so now we got like all that sucked through the line. I'm now done with my pump. Shut my pump off. Okay. Now I open up each tap. And I just do that about halfway each tap. Toilet, we still have more work to do on the toilet, guys, so don't think we're done yet. So there we go, that's open. That's still unlocked. And then we have to go do the outside. I'm not going to bring you outside again because you already know how to do that. So I'm going to do a quick pause-a-roo here. Okay, so I kind of went ahead and finished up this. So behind here, that's where my water pump is. So as you can see, I've kind of reinstalled that. It's just 3 screws on my camper. It'll be different on everybody's camper. So I do not need to touch the water pump anymore. I am done with that. But now we have work to do on our toilet, as I was saying earlier. So what you want to do, grab your wife's favorite container. My wife's is a Ziploc brand. It's fantastic. You need one of these. You're going to need a quick drink of Coca-Cola. It's a classic, guys. And then you're going to want pliers. So we're going to go into our bathroom. And we are going to put this right underneath where the water is. The water intake is. Now we're doing this because inside your flushing mechanism right here, there is still going to be some antifreeze. And as antifreeze, it doesn't freeze, but it gets kind of gummy in the cold weather, and it will still kind of expand, and you don't want it to not be able to expand out and wreck anything inside your flushing mechanism. So we are going to take this hose off, and then all the remaining antifreeze in there is just going to drain into here. We'll dump that down into a P-trap for a drain. So I'm going to do that right now and then show you what it looks like when she's all done. Okay, so I'm starting to get a little bit out. I'm not all the way off. I'll get that all the way off. There, so it's disconnected. And I'm going to leave that there all winter. So I don't have any reason to not take this out. So all winter I'll leave it there. I'm going to let it drain out for a few minutes. But yeah, so now if for any reason any of the antifreeze in my flushing mechanism here kind of gums up, freezes, whatever, it is going to have a place to expand out to, and it will not wreck anything inside this. Some toilets you cannot take that off of, like my dad's, for example, you cannot take it out of. So you know, if you can't do it, you can't do it. It is what it is. But yeah, if you can, do it. Now the last thing we do is low point drains. Now some campers, they are just a valve. Oh, come on. My actual valve is spinning with that. So I'm going to need a wrench as well. So only 2 hands on that one. Let me get same thing on the hot. Oh no, the hot's spinning nice. So yeah, just going to drain this. There you go. Let that drain out. Some campers are going to have kind of like just a normal valve. You can do, if you have the valve, just switch the valve open. When she's pretty close to done, you just, I put this on a few twists. I don't put it on a lot. So this is my hot water draining out. Oh man, that antifreeze stinks. Let's see if I can try to get this one without having to get another wrench. But Yeah, I know she's just spinning too, so I'm gonna need a wrench on this one because this part is still spinning and you don't want that spinning. But you guys get the gist of it.